You've started building a level, but to start creating functionality, you'll need to create some blueprints. Hit the Blueprints button and select Open Level Blueprint. The level blueprint is specific to the scene you have open and isn't tied to a specific actor. In the center, you have the event graph, where the nodes that form the functionality of our scripts live. Our details and toolbars are the same as usual, but we also have the My Blueprint tab. Here, we can add variables, functions, and other tools we'll need to script events. Just like the default editor, we can hide the tabs to get some extra space. By default, the event graph shows us event begin play and event tick as starting places. We can click and drag off the output of event begin play and release in the background. We can then start typing in the name of the node we want to connect to. If we wanted to use our own starting point, we can right click on the background and start typing. Event begin play fires when play starts. Notice this checkbox that says context sensitive? Unreal tries to figure out what you want based on the context of your click, but sometimes it doesn't get it quite right. Turn that off to see more options. Let's grab the output of event begin play and look for print string. When this node runs, it will print the text listed in it on the side of our game screen. This is a super useful tool for figuring out where things break and then fixing them, also known as debugging. We can type in our message next to the in string field in that little text box. I'm going to put in debug message. To make sure our blueprints stay organized, let's drag select both of these nodes and hit C to encapsulate them in a comment. A comment is just a box we can name to organize our nodes together. Make sure your comment is descriptive and easy to understand without context. We can now move our comment and it will bring the nodes inside with it. I like to keep my nodes straight and close together, so I'll move them within the comment box and shrink it. In the toolbar, we'll hit compile to convert our nodes into a usable class that can be executed by our engine. We can hit play to see a simulation of what our nodes will do. We can see the flow go from the output of event begin play into print string. We'll hit save to apply our changes. Let's dock our blueprint tab next to our main tab so we can swap between them with greater ease. If we close our blueprint window, it will now appear docked when we open it again. Once we hit play, we can see our debug message printed on the screen below the editor prompt here. Just like we saw in our simulation, the flow goes into print string once it starts, so the message only appears once. To make our message easier to see, let's modify some of the properties of print string. By default, we can see the text will print in the output of the node. The development only warning tells us that this node won't run when we make a build of our game, so the player won't see it. If we hit the down arrow, we'll see more properties of the node. We can uncheck the boxes next to print to log or print to screen. If we do, our string won't appear in those locations. We can change the color of our string text, but what we really want to do is increase the duration so our string will be on screen longer. I like to keep my comments organized, so I'm going to scale things really quick. Don't forget to compile and save your blueprint before you test it. We can see our message lasted longer because we increased that duration. If we uncheck the print to screen box and then hit play, we won't see the message pop up. I'll pull the blueprint window down to the bottom. We can see the flow pass into the print string node, it just doesn't draw the message on the screen. Let's reset the properties we changed on our print string node. You want to make sure to clean up your blueprints periodically to keep them easy to work with and understand. We'll have to compile and save to apply our changes. That's it for now. Don't forget to save.